Hi guys, Jill Carty here, and I'm finally ready to show you the guest bedroom that's complete. So you can see here right away that we've got a point of connect point or cohesive flow by making the rug and the runner the same. And actually that was applied to the bathroom. I did a previous post on that, but you can just come and have a quick little look in here again. So repeating elements just ties the two spaces together nicely. And yeah, just the colors and just some of those things. So I've got a little friend in my shot here. That's my grand puppy. He's visiting today. Uh, so this is the space here. The wall color against the headboard was the same deep, really royal strong blue that the bathroom had. So just making it the same color as the rest of the walls in here makes it brighter and just ties it all together. The bed and the side tables are IKEA Hemnes, so I've painted them. I decided to try and sand the tops, which worked out really well, and stain them just to give it some warmth. Um, and so I've used a lot of things that I already own in the space or added them. The plaid curtains, this is fabric that I actually found at Fabricland for $5 a meter. So that was a really great find for me and easy to sew those up. One of the main additions to this space, the lower level can get really cool down here. So having this little wall fireplace really is cozy and warms the space up quite quickly. And with the remotes, you can work that from bed, so it's really great. The dresser in here was one that was left in a barn at a farm that we rented for many years, and we found it just up in the hay mound, covered with straw. So we pulled it out and I've cleaned it up and painted the same colors as the bed set and stained and, well, sand and stained part of the wood, as you can see. This little vignette here was kind of fun to do. The tray on the wall is an antique piece that was given to me by my stepmother at the time. So that's kind of nice to have that element, and the brown really works with what's going on in here. And the little pink can, the pink is a little unexpected, but it's the potty can that was at my grandmother's farm growing up. And I slept in the hallway and then later years in the summer kitchen. And I did have a need to get up in the night as a child for the bathroom. So this was assigned to me. My grandpa used to tease me and say that I was going berry picking, and I would blush from head to toe at that. But that was kind of a fun memory. Um, some of the artwork, these are prints. That first one there, the bigger one, was from a trip that I took to the UK. So that was a lovely memory with a couple from the Penrys that took me out daily on excursions. The just the addition of the wicker here adds another bit of the natural organic kind of look and feel, as do the little faux plant there, as does. The lamp here was one that I found at HomeSense in Peterborough, and several weeks later I was quite delighted to find the matching one at HomeSense in Whitby when I was out sourcing with a client. So that really came together nicely. The shelf up here was one of my first little projects that I put together. I had help from the lumber store to cut the lumber to size for me, but I really enjoyed figuring it out and putting it together and staining it and getting it hung on the wall. Jim helped me hang it. So that turned out great, and just bringing in, again, another vintage piece of art. I've talked a little bit about that in the past, but you can get these vintage prints from Etsy or free for taking your time to search on some of the museum sites or Smithsonian or even some of the universities. So it takes some time, but if you don't mind looking, it works out great. So you can see that I made the lumbar pillow the same with the fabric that was left from the curtains. And then these little smaller frames are ones that I had and just put some prints in. This top one was actually a little postcard that I found at IKEA quite some time ago and liked it. So it was time to pull these things out and just kind of play around and pull things together. So that's basically the room, and I think it's pretty cozy. I think Hudson's really liking it. and just makes a nice space for our guests to enjoy. The last piece here is this chair, which does not match in here at all, but it is a favorite style of chair and has another memory point for me. So at some point I will get that reupholstered. And then there's another print from my UK vacation, so that worked out really well. Um, so yeah, this is the studio. Um, this was a project this year for me to do wall-to-wall freestanding shelf units and then cover it with these curtains. So I just left it open for you. You can see a kind of, it's a good place to stash. I've got all my Christmas stuff and some of my decor items. Just the things that we collect, right? It's got to go somewhere, but I was getting tired of ladders in the garage for some things and the furnace room for others. So just bringing it all together into one space was really great. And this little spot here, we're in the process of replacing some windows here, so it's not really quite styled up yet, but I keep some of my books and some of my samples and things here. And this storage area is just got all my craft kind of things, my cushion covers, some of my tools, and I've got some power tools now, which is kind of fun. And so just getting everything organized and put away, and it's just a nice space for me to come to. And then a last item is, this is an IKEA desk, but it's one of the crank up desks that you can move up and down. So it's really nice for me to pull it out and crank it up to a height that's comfortable for working on a piece of furniture or whatever's going on. So again, one last look at the guest room, and it's going to be used by my cousins that are soon coming from BC, and I'm very, very excited to have them come and be our first guests.